beautiful souls. It's Alora here to do an energy check-in for you. Today we're focusing on the energy of abundance. How can I manifest abundance into my life? Now keep in mind this is a general collective reading, so not every single part is going to resonate with everyone. But just take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. So we're asking your angels and your spirit guides to please come through with any messages that we need for advice, guidance, and support for the highest good of everyone involved. We have the Sun card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. There's something that we know is available to us that will bring us happiness. And these cards came flying out, so we're going to look at these first. We have the Five of Swords. You can see in the picture there's this kind of this feels a little bit like someone's got a secret. This is definitely some kind of tension, some turmoil, anxiety. You can see someone in the background has been held against their will, and another person that looks like they may possibly not be doing so well. So there's definitely this kind of movement between, maybe yourself and another person, a group of people, a place, because we have the Four of Wands here. This is kind of making me feel like this could be either home or work. We are in Taurus season right now as I'm recording this, so there might be an emphasis on home here for some reason. Okay, and then also we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that's that lack of clarity that I'm feeling. There might be some kind of secrets, something hidden, something not really coming forward, in a very straightforward manner. So I'm really feeling like there's this desire for more straightforwardness. Maybe regarding home, regarding finances, maybe something to do with a very emotional experience. This could be a relationship, could even be family, honestly, is what I'm getting from this. So there's something amiss. There's something awry here. Feels like either family or home. And it doesn't mean that we weren't once happy. Doesn't mean it won't ever come back. I do feel like there is compassion in this situation. There may also be children involved here. Could be a father figure. But this does feel like, there's some kind of younger energy also present in the situation. With the Page of Pentacles, could also be, this need for safety. So, this might, like I said, this might be regarding some kind of family or father situation, issue that we are currently healing. So I do feel here that there's something to this that's affecting your finances, your abundance, your home. Okay, and we're going to ask for some affirmations. This is the Manifesting Prosperity and Success Oracle deck. And these are going to give us some great affirmations to help heal whatever this is. I am always growing and transforming. There we go with the butterfly, this symbol of transformation. I really feel like also here there's something about self-esteem. And, if this isn't regarding a father, it could just be the masculine energy in either yourself or another that is part of this. Something with masculine energy, though, I feel really strongly. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, baby, the best is yet to come. If that ain't reassuring, come on. Looks like money coming in. Things are going to be okay. We also have the number 5 up here, and we have the 5 of Swords. We were talking about, some kind of tension. Your guides are letting you know that that's going to transform, that we're going to grow from this, and that we're going to be able to really feel the happiness that's available to us as we receive a windfall of experiences or, financial blessings is what I get here. But we do have to embrace this transformative energy. You're not going to be able to receive the abundance efficiently, effectively, openly if you're not embracing this transformation that needs to happen. So this is really going deep within. There is a touch of shadow work, seeing yourself more clearly, and maybe even there might be some kind of intergenerational healing that's happening here regarding your perspective, your beliefs about money, right? I also get this sense of like nostalgia attached to this area, and it's almost like, oh, I'll never have it as good as when, XYZ happened, or when we lived in that place. There's all these stories that we tell ourselves, and sometimes it's hard for us to trust that the best is truly yet to come, that things are going to keep getting better and better. So there's something here also about manifesting, being mindful of, the beliefs that you have, especially regarding, generational beliefs around finances and the home. Even a little bit of, relationship in here as well with this self-esteem energy. I was getting that really strongly on the butterfly. This sense of like confidence in yourself and knowing that you're capable of manifesting abundance for yourself, of manifesting this happiness. I do feel like there's a couple more cards that need to come out here, so we're going to look a little bit deeper. But just look at this energy with the Sun card. This is the happiness, being free, feeling clear, feeling confident, being able to frolic in the fields and to carry that torch of light wherever you go, to shine your light, to share it with others. And that's what this is about. Right? And if there isn't, children involved somehow, or I'm even getting like, this is a very specific story, so it might not resonate for everybody, but I'm getting like a daughter of a man who taught her that if you don't work hard, you're not worthy of money. And that was because of a belief that he had in himself, right? So there's this kind of like idea about productivity and really not taking the time that you need to rest. And that is because it's been taught to you from such a young age. And also not only like told or taught, but also like that's what you witnessed in whoever this is. And if it's not a dad, it might even be a woman who has had to take on the role of the masculine to provide. Okay, that might even be another specific story for some people. Okay, but there is this, general belief we need to know here that as we embrace this transformation, I'm growing and so are my finances. The best is yet to come. I need to pull 2 more cards, please. Yep, there's that rest. I am not taking the time I need to rest. My productivity is pushing me to keep going. And if I sit down, I get uncomfortable because I feel like I should be doing something more. I feel lazy. You might have even heard that term, don't be lazy. Okay. And honestly, I think a lot of families are raised that way, right? It's not just generational at this point. It is a very collective energy, and it has to do with society and, things that were taught to us to be more productive. I also want to look at the bottom of the deck. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords here, whereas 5 of Swords is more betrayal, things like that. The 5 of Wands is more, there's this kind of competitive energy here. There's this push and pull, and I even get a sense of if you had siblings, maybe some form of competition between you and your siblings or cousins aunts, uncles, whatever. You know, some kind of comparison was happening here and maybe still be happening in your mind. There's a lot of mental energy here. Got all these swords here, you know, in the very core of the reading. This is very mental. This is all about your thoughts. This is beliefs that you've had, right? And so there's this shifting right now that's happening, this transformation within your mindset. We're moving away from lack mentality and moving into abundance mindset. I want to look at what's underneath here. It really needs to be seen. We have my desires are clear and are manifesting as planned. Number 41. 4 plus 1 is 5. Got lots of 5s here. 5 signifies change. We got that transformation card, adaptation. Okay. We also have number 29. 9 plus 2, 11. So there's a doorway we're moving through. This change that's happening is bringing us to a new level. I really feel like the more we embrace this transformation that's happening, which means looking deeper into yourself, understanding the kind of patterns that have gotten you to the point that you're at, you know, embracing the responsibility that you have to heal some of these beliefs. You know, that nostalgic energy that I was getting can kind of, in the extreme, lean towards, you know, really getting stuck, mulling over the past, holding grudges, I'm hearing is really big. You don't need to hold on to those grudges to, you know, I don't know, it feels almost like you feel like if you let it go, that means that you're saying to the universe that, oh, it's okay that happened. That is the opposite. That is the opposite. Because if you're holding on to an energy and you continue mulling it over and you hold that grudge, and every time you see that person or every time something triggers that memory, it amplifies it. You bring it up again. You bring it back into your life. Your thoughts are so powerful. But if you learn how to transmute that energy inside yourself and you're able then to release it, because I feel also here there's this release of, you know, that past of what you could, like regrets, you know, what you could have done differently. There's no need to do that. There's no need to keep going back to this map that you've created in your mind of where you've been and what you've done. Yes, it does serve a purpose and it will protect you, but it is not the way, because the way forward is not written yet. The best is yet to come. So if we're embracing, you know, this responsibility that we have for healing from these patterns that we have, you know, it's not our fault. We were born into it, but now it is your responsibility to embrace the transformation that is already happening. You just have to surrender to it. You got to go with the flow. You got to release. I do feel like this next full moon, we have the blue moon at the end of the month, is going to be really, really influential. And whenever you see this, it's fine. It's a very general collective message. And it might be, you know, best to focus on whatever full moon is coming up next. But we do have a blue moon this month in May 2026. And I do feel like it's going to be a very positive shift for a lot of people, especially regarding finances, especially regarding your self-esteem, your confidence, your ability to express yourself and to connect with people in a really deep and meaningful way. You know, I really feel like the key here is going to be compassion. Give yourself the compassion and love that you may not have received when you needed it the most. If you are holding on to energy from the past, let's look into what you needed in that moment and give yourself that. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. This was your abundance reading, and I am looking forward to doing more readings like this one. But for now, guys, I hope this message serves you well. I am wishing you so much love, success, and happiness now and always. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.